there, welcome to a new French lesson. Today we are going to start learning verbs in French, and we are going to start with one of the most important verb in French, which is the verb être. Être means to be in English, okay? I'm going to tell you right off the bat that there are two ways of writing this word. You can write it just like it is, all right, like this, E-T-R-E, or you can write it like that. You put this, and this is an accent, okay? We are going to learn the different types of accents in another video. To conjugate the verb être in French, there are a few things you must know. You must know what a pronoun is. Of course, you know what a pronoun is in English, okay? And the English pronouns are right here, okay? You have I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they, the plural form, all right? In French, here are your pronouns. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. Got it? Je means I, as you can see. Tu, you. Il, he. Elle, she. Il or elle can also mean it for something that is inanimate, okay, like a cat, like a house, etc. All right? Nous means we in English. Vous is you, the plural form, okay, in English. Like, for example, you guys. Il, you see, with an S, is the plural form of il here, okay? And elle, with an S, is the plural form of elle in the singular form. So we have il, elle, plural, just means they. All right? I'm going to read the French pronouns again. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. Got it? Let's move on. We are going to conjugate the verb être in the present tense, okay? In French, the present tense means présent de l'indicatif. Quite a long phrase for two words in English, present tense, in French, présent de l'indicatif, okay? And you know what the present tense in English means, okay? So to refresh your memory, this is the definition of the present tense. It describes something that is happening now or at the time you are speaking. It is the same meaning in French, okay? Now here we have our pronouns in French, and you have the conjugation of the verb être au présent de l'indicatif, okay? You have je suis. Now, the only way you can know this and remember this is to practice. There are no two ways, and you just have to conjugate the verbs correctly. Okay, this is the simplest and also the most important verb, like I said at the beginning, that you need to know, because this is the basis of most of your beginner sentences. Okay, the sentences you're going to use, you're going to write, you're going to speak in French. All right, je suis just means I am. Okay, so you conjugate The verb to be in English and in French, you have je suis, I am. Tu es. Note the spelling also. Il ou, so when you have a slash here, it just means ou. Il ou elle, or he or she est. Note the spelling again. Okay? Nous sommes, with an S at the end, which is not pronounced. Vous êtes. Ils ou elles sont. Note the liaison between the S here and the E here. Okay, liaison just means that because you have this word et starts with a vowel and vous ends with a consonant, so you're going to link the pronunciation of the S here to the E here, and so the word will be read as vous êtes. So the S here becomes a Z. Vous êtes. Okay? You got it? We're going to see these examples, so many of them in French. What is the liaison and how to use liaisons in French. You cannot do without liaisons in French, okay? Let's move on. Now let us look at how to use the verb être in a sentence. All right. Je suis une fille. Again, the liaison. Okay, pay attention to the pronunciation. Je suis une fille. Just means I am a girl. Tu es un homme. Again, the liaison. Nom. Remember about the H? We don't pronounce it. Go back to the lesson on the alphabet. Remember, I said we do not pronounce the H, especially when it is followed by a vowel in French, okay? Tu es un homme. You are a man. Il est un garçon. Il est un garçon. He is a boy. Il est un lapin. Il est un lapin. It is a rabbit. Elle est belle. She is beautiful. Nous sommes étudiants. We are students. I want to say something here, okay? Pay attention here. There is no determinant here, okay? Because in French, when you're talking about professions, you don't use the determinant. We're going to look at this in another lesson. This is just an introduction to how to not use determinants when you are referring to professions in French, okay? So that when we actually look at that lesson, you are going to remember. So, nous sommes étudiants. We are students. Vous êtes une famille. You are a family. Ils ou elles sont des personnes. They are people. Got it? Let's continue with using être in expressions in French. The first one we're going to look at is être en retard. Être en retard. So, what are you going to do about this? You are going to conjugate it if you want to use it in a sentence. Okay, être en retard means to be late. So, you're going to conjugate this, but first, you need your pronoun, right? So, you have your pronoun je, then you conjugate this suis, because je will go with suis. En retard never changes. The pronoun will change, the conjugation of the verb être in the present tense will change, but the phrase en retard will not change. Okay, let us look at another expression. Être fatigué. Être fatigué. There is an accent here. Okay, être fatigué. To be tired. All right? Je suis fatigué. I am tired. Être content ou heureux. To be happy. Il est content. All right? That is the end of our lesson for today. If you like it, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. See you in our next lesson. Merci et au revoir.